So guys, in this video, I'll be showing you how we can work on the Kubernetes service like AWS EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service, how we can create a cluster using EKS CTL, how we can deploy some applications on the Kubernetes cluster. So I have already written the steps, and this is a 5-step procedure that we are going to do. We would need the AWS Cloud Shell in a specific region, and then we are going to install the EKS CTL CLI on the Cloud Shell. Afterwards, we'll install the kubectl in the Cloud Shell. Then using the sample file, we'll create one EKS cluster. Here it is mentioned US West 2, so accordingly whatever the region that you are going to use, you specify. For example, in my case I am going to use Mumbai, which is AP South 1. Node type is going to be t3.medium. This type of an instance we want to be created. And how many nodes you want? Let's say we go with a 1 node as of now. That means 1 instance. So once we run this command, it will take around 10 to 15 minutes to get the cluster created. And afterwards, once the cluster is created, we will put up a command kubectl get nodes, and it will give us the nodes information. We can see that node from the EC2 dashboard also. You will see that there will be one EC2 instance that will be created. Afterwards, we'll deploy a simple Nginx application, a sample application, by using the kubectl CLI. And then we are going to expose it and see how we can access it from the internet. So this is a 5-step procedure I am going to do. So first we are going to install the EKS CTL on the Cloud Shell. So I'm just going to copy this command, and it will pull out the libraries from the GitHub and install it on our Cloud Shell. So this is our Cloud Shell in the Asia Pacific Mumbai region. We'll paste it, enter, and then once this activity is done, then we will see what is the version of the EKS CTL is. So we'll just type a command EKS CTL space version, and it has given us the output as 0.211.0. So this is the actual version, which states that the EKS CTL is running on the Cloud Shell. The kubectl, so we'll just check the kubectl version. And that is already running, so no need for the installation. We can skip that step. Now the next thing is, we are going to create an EKS cluster. So we will run this command EKS CTL create cluster, copy this entire command and paste it on the shell, and this will take around 10 to 15 minutes to get our cluster created. In the backend, it uses a CloudFormation only to create our cluster and the corresponding services related to that cluster. So let's wait for 10-15 minutes, and afterwards we will start up with the next part. So guys, you can see here that the cluster is created, and then we are going to verify that by running the command kubectl get nodes, this one. So we'll type a command kubectl get nodes, and here you can see that this node with the DNS name is reflecting. If you want to see it from the AWS console, so you just have to go to the EC2 dashboard, and here you just click on refresh, and you can see this node, or this worker node, you can call it as instance also, has been created by the Kubernetes with the name demo-cluster. So let me uncheck these options. Alright, and this one with the IP address 13.233.8.70 as a public IP has been created by the Kubernetes as a worker node. Now on this node, we are going to host one sample application. So first I'm going to clear all those things, and then we are going to deploy an Nginx. So we'll just type a command kubectl create deployment Nginx. So copy that and paste it here. So deployment Nginx is created, and now we are going to expose it. So we'll just type a command kubectl expose deployment Nginx on the HTTP port number 80 through load balancer. So here you would see this has been deployed as well, and this has been exposed. Now we are going to get the IP address through which we can access our application. So we'll go to kubectl get svc. So we'll run this command kubectl get svc, and it should give us the DNS name. Now this is the DNS of a load balancer. When the Kubernetes cluster was created, with that the load balancer was also created. And if you go to the AWS console here and look for the load balancing, you will see there will be one load balancer that was automatically created by the Kubernetes. So this is what is reflected in the Cloud Shell, and we need to ensure that on this load balancer by the HTTP port should be open in the security group, which are mostly in the case they are opened, but again you should be doing the cross verification, otherwise you won't be able to access the application. So we'll copy the DNS. We can copy the DNS from here also. Let's say we go to the details and we can get the DNS name of our load balancer, paste it on the browser, and let's wait for the output. So here you can see welcome to Nginx. This is the application we deployed on the worker node as a pod. And if you want to verify where exactly these pods are running, so you just have to go to the AWS console, search for EKS service, open up the Elastic Kubernetes service, and here from the EKS itself you should be able to see the nodes and the corresponding pods as well. So let's wait for it. Here you can see this is a demo cluster. And with that, if you go to the compute, there is a node group. So just click on the node group, and here you should be able to see all the nodes in the node group. So this is a node that is running, which is t3.medium. And apart from that, in case if you want to see more details, like you want to see what are the pods that are running on this node, all these things, you just have to go to the dashboard settings. Not to the dashboard settings, you just have to go to the dashboard and then click on the clusters, demo cluster, click on the resources. Here you get the pods, and when you scroll down you see the Nginx pod. So this was created 3 minutes ago, and in that pod our application is running. So all these pods that are already existing, they were defined by the Kubernetes cluster. When the Kubernetes cluster was created, these pods were created. And the last one is the one which we have deployed as an application. So this is the pod that we are accessing from the load balancer, which is reflecting as welcome to Nginx. Alright. So that's how we verify things directly from the AWS console. The same thing you can verify it from the Cloud Shell by putting up the CLI commands. Thank you guys.